Check it out. Have you been making some changes to go for a victory in your life? Look at the synchronicities of these. I'm going to watch each one of these videos. This one especially, because I haven't watched any of these ones for a while. The one in the purple jacket there. Kiana, I think. The Draconic Priestess. I just watched one from her. A reconciliation is here. But other synchronicities has told me that I'm going to get some more significant information from her reading. And from Shay's reading, there'll be another side of it. It is funny how our angels do this with all of us here. See, I'm not a tarot reader or so much a prophesier, a prophet, like the woman in the middle. She tells it like it is. She doesn't use the cards. But she doesn't come up with the details same. I can do divinations in the same way she does. That's one of my superpowers, I guess you could call it. And it works naturally. So does tarot and other things too. You know, back when I was starting to figure this whole thing out, I was still smoking cigarettes a lot. And had an ashtray there in front of me. And I put out like a third cigarette in that ashtray. And it kind of fell in a way that it made a similar shape that I'd just seen of two blades of grass on the ground when I'd been cutting the lawn earlier. It, just kind of fell together. And I thought, wow, that's peculiar. When I seen those cigarette butts kind of laying the same way in the bottom of the ashtray. Because it was kind of a shape that was recognizable but not. So that's why it caught my attention. And not but 12 hours later that night, I seen a crescent moon. And a snake was going across the sidewalk at the same time while I was walking over to a Walmart from where I used to live at my dad's old trailer house. Coolest thing ever. I looked it up the other day, because back then there was really no explanation I could find real quick. I was walking the store and I pulled out my phone and looked, but there was no specific answer. But nowadays they've got that computery thing that thinks and looks for things for you. I guess it's called AI. I call it the computery thing. But anyway, it found an explanation. And it said, I'm going to say, for lack of a long explanation, it means transformation of yourself. Yep. To be a new you, like a butterfly out of the cocoon. Pretty cool, huh? The dawning of a new you, actually, is more precise. But that, I see a lot anyway, so. I'm always changing to be a new me, it seems like every little teeny stage at a time. Micro fragments. I'm a really hard rock. Gotta chip a little bit at a time. But if you've made some changes recently that are going to bring you some kind of victory, whether it's big or small, it's coming. The movement you've been waiting for. The victory is locked in. You're getting karmic justice. I'll bet it says a situation is being rectified or something like that. I do have it plugged in. So let's see if it'll give me a preview. No. Well, I could click on it, but and then I'll just pause it, I suppose. Oh, I got a lot of pages open. I'm at risk of crashing the browser right now. So there are so many things that I get going on, and then I finally get to them later. So welcome to my ADD life. Anyway. Yeah, I really had quite a good nap this afternoon, and I think some things went on in that nap that I don't know about. And I've always wondered why I don't really remember my dreams very well. I'm starting to realize why. It's just a special thing that I had done to me the way I was made, so that I don't get the divinations in my sleep the same way as some people, because my path is not exactly the same as others, and I'll bet you I'm not the only one that doesn't always remember their dreams. So you know what? There's a reason you don't. It's probably because it was a vision in your sleep you got. And you'll see it when you're supposed to as you're getting it, but you weren't supposed to see it then. Now, if you'd led your life a little differently, I can't say exactly how, because the dynamics of this is becoming obvious, but not so obvious. But the way I see it, if a person had made certain changes, and they might have seen that premonition dream, but since they didn't make the changes yet, the premonition dream is hidden. And then as the changes finally do come, the premonition dream is revealed, released, in the frontal lobe of the brain, the conscious part. And you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that dream. Yeah. Because of the ADD I got, my memory has kind of a selective handle to it, I guess. Sometimes I forget something and don't remember it for 10 years or so. It's just little bits, because my attention deficit didn't hold and store the memory properly. It just takes a long time for it to reintegrate into from out of my subconscious. So I'm having a recollection lately of a daydream that I had when I was 28 years old, just sitting in my lazy boy chair. Yep. Yeah, I remember it, thinking through it as I had it. And I think I was stoned or something, just in a really relaxed state. And so I had a lot of patience to sit there and a good 20 minutes think through things and just kind of let my mind wander. And vivid parts of my reality lately are in that daydream. So cool. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I think getting it to more of a forefront. I'm not sure what the word is. It's like premonition, but it's a different one for it. We're getting to more of a point of it's on my brain, but it's not coming to me. I'm going to scan down here for a minute and let my mind get that memory to the surface, or that what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, yeah, we're getting more of the foretelling being more direct now. More onto the point. I don't know what you did, but you're about to pop off. Ringleader who sacrificed your connection for money and put spells on you. That's not a video for me. Somebody else. Now, that's not to say there have been people that have been negative to me, and I've been told. But any spells are not something to say. The karma is so bad now. There's very few people trying this. If you do this to someone, you're gonna end up with serious bad karma. The angels are in serious mode right now. Serious mode. Like, don't mess with them in their work and what they're doing for all the mediums and you and the earth and even our solar system, especially our star. I think it's Reiki or in some spiritual practice they realize how the earth and the sun and the stars are all connected. Well, it's true. The way the earth is, metaphorically, the star reacts to it. And vice versa, in a way. The star will send out healing energies as the earth needs it. Okay? Do you understand what I mean? Maybe you do. I hope so. You know, the star is the giver of life. The star is also the healer for us. Okay? Without our sun doing what it does, if it was just giving out heat, the world would have went sick and died a long time ago. Realize that, and you'll see it. She looks like someone I used to know when I was younger. This girl, Lindy, her mother looked like just like her, kind of. And Lindy kind of looks like her. Cute girl. So, now this is ridiculous. Nobody is getting wiped out. Guided by heaven. You know, this guy is one of them people that's let his ego go too far. Know what I mean? You gotta let these things come through subtly. You can't just go and say everything's going to be wiped out. That's think about the dynamics of what it would take before that could even be possible on a planet the size of ours, with as many people as there is, and so many different working gears. It's, you know, it would be a catastrophic thing, like the planet blowing up. That's the only way. You know, look at an ant colony. You know, you can wipe all the sand right off the top of that thing. They're still down there. Some, you know, maybe 5 feet or so into the ground. It could be way down into the dirt. They got all kinds of caverns they made. And ain't nothing wiping everything out. Nothing. Right before your biggest success. What's this over here? They're sick of fantasizing. They're coming for the real thing. Somebody or a multitude of people are attractive right now, and woman or man is looking at woman or man or woman. Yes, yes. Um, messy, messy. Finally, this backfires on this piece. Abstract. Look at it, take it as it goes. Maybe for a specific situation. Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg warns who is next after Epstein. I'm going to tell you something about these people. They're actors. Don't forget it. Their dirty little secret is about to be exposed. What did I just tell you? Actors. Dirty little secrets. This, if at all true, is been buttered up. You're never going to get the full reality of that. It's going to be too all thrown around, scattered out. What happens when you step on a cake? Splat. That's what it is. Splat. Whistleblower reveals plots. More revelations, but may not be exactly proper and perfect. You know? That's pretty specific. There's going to be one or two people. One or two, and they're going to see if they're working with synchronicity or if they're actually seriously meant to learn what's being said here. Maybe not be about like a gang, but some couple of people that are thinking about doing something stupid and the X is involved. That's probably more like it. But because we like to be creative, we put other, things into our titles sometimes, which is fine. I've never felt this kind of energy, and he's seriously telling the facts. Some things are coming up that we're recognizing that are quite unique. Ah, there she is. She is, from what I said in my last video, like one of the spiritual nerds that just knows the quantum mechanics of things in the spiritual, physical realm. Yes. Alrighty. What's this one about? I'm talking to an earth angel of enormous influence. You've got their attention. They're talking about me. They feel embarrassed for doing you dirty. You think it's funny now? I don't think anything is really funny. I might smicker just a little bit, but that's about all. When it comes to solving problems, it isn't funny. But it's funny for a second, right? When you finally come to reality, conclusions. Or conclusions of reality. This guy, his face looks familiar to me. Anyway, might have known him from on Facebook years ago, I'm not sure. Your secret agent for the divine. Spiritually famous. I've been getting a lot of synchronicities telling me that our angels in heaven are clapping for us as we do spiritual work. They're like a big stadium of spiritually spirit, spiritual entities that have left Earth already, all rooting for us right now. And these people are helping, well, some of them. These are the ones that are supposed to take you off course. And that's what they talk about in some religions where you can actually get clarity. How you can be taken away from your course if you're not careful. Gotta be... Why is this stopped? Oh, wait, no, it's still recording? Where's my time thing? Oh, it's going, okay. Ooh, that scared me for a minute. I thought I hit the button. Oh, there's the... Okay. Yeah. I hope it's not upside down. It shouldn't be. I made sure, I think. Yeah. Anyway. It's gonna be pretty intense, like I've been telling you. Gonna be revelations going on. Not just Bible-like revelations, like she has, but serious things for you as your life changes here pretty soon to be better for you. I know it's been rough. I've been going through it too. Yep. This change is coming, guys. Victory is locked in. There's no stopping it. You're good. So keep going forth with what you're doing to help make your life better and people around you better. It'll work out. I'll talk to y'all later. I love you guys, even though I don't know you. Talk to you later. Have a good one.